So let's go to the next chapter where we talk about Infra, Viewer and PIX mapper, PIX 4D mapper. We go to Google Earth first and select a location where we would like to get a location for the same. So let's select a location. I have selected State Library, Victoria, and let's search it. So that's State Library, Victoria, Melbourne, and let's just locate and place it at a proper angle. Just see everything around that is visible. Yeah, so that's the State Library, and let's go in a plan view. And after this, let's go and always keep 3D buildings ticked. Don't forget that. And after that, we go to a new path. Let's go and just go to Google Earth new path and start making or creating a path around the located area that we have selected. So this is the path that I'm creating, and after this creating this path, we rename or we give it a name, like whatever it is, like State Library Victoria, and go to the altitude and go to relative to ground, make that relative to ground, and increase the altitude, because the more you increase the altitude, more the images will come more clear, more perfect. So just keep that in mind. So now, after having the path created, you see the path, it's all created. There is something, you see, it's higher to the actual building, so I think we'll get better images. We'll be able to get better images. Now go to plate tour. If you see, it goes to the plate tour, because wherever you start the path from, it will start creating images or screenshots from there. So I'm just showing you the path, but we don't have to do it at the moment. We go to the tools and go to options and just see the touring and see the camera, see all this data that has to be same. Especially the camera tilt angle and the camera range and the speed should be exactly what is shown. Now again, you can just go to the play tour and just see that. So you're just seeing the play tour. Now please untick the State Library new path that you have created and go to Infra Viewer, and you go to options, you go to capture screenshot. So yeah, it's going to take a little time. Yeah, and what you can do is fixed screen angle should be as shown. The X, the Y, and the width and height should be as shown. This is after a lot of experiments that we have done. And always seconds has to be like 2 seconds created. Go to browse after that and select a path or select a location where you are going to have these screenshots located. Now we also need to start creating a frame to this whole thing. So we hide everything what is not required in the frame. Drag the play tool again to 0 and go to Infra again. We just minimized Infra, we didn't shut Infra. So we just go to Infra again. We go to options, go to screen captures. Before going to screen captures, there's custom angle. Select the custom rectangle, and yeah, that's the frame that we will get. And you go back to Infra, go to options, go to screen captures, go back and select fixed screen rectangle and say start, and click on the play tool. So this will now start creating the path of wherever you start going through the path that we have created the path. This is a fast forward of the path because it usually takes a few minutes to get all the screens. And this is just a fast forward path. And yeah, so it's selecting all my paths and creating all shots every 2 seconds. So we're getting every screen image shots of state library. And I think that's done. And after this, go back to Infra. You can close Infra. And now what you can do is you go to PIX 4D mapper. And these are all the images that we get. It can be around 100 to 200. This is around 96. So go to PIX 4D again. Go to, yes, that's PIX 4D. So you can go to new projects, give a name to the project, and you can also you can show the path and the location where you want it to be located. Yeah. So you just select it in the folder, and just say select folder, it's saying. So just go back again and select the folder and say select folder. And you have selected the path and say next. Now it will tell you to add the images from what we took from Infra. So we go to that and select all these images and upload it in PIX 4D discovery or mapper. It says next, and it will give you this kind of dialog box, so there's nothing to worry, and it's all uploading. Say next again, say okay, and now say next again. Now with that, it will ask you to select something. So we have to select the 3D model, say finish, and after doing that, you come to the initial processing by initial processing and 2-point cloud processing. Just see if all what is actually shown on the screen is all there. And yeah, so we go to the custom and just increase the depth. We have given a specific 14 and specific text size depending with all alterations. Now go to the initial processing first before going to the second path and say start. This takes a few minutes because it's got these 7 pointers or 7 screens that will take some time. So right now this is just trying to fast forward the whole thing. Yeah. And now it's given you the quality report of what is there. You can close this dialog box, and if you see, you get this entire, you can untick the camera, so you get the partial look of the state library that you see. And then you can go to the 2-point cloud and mesh. That's processing options. Go to the 2-point cloud, just see everything is fine, and now you can untick the initial processing and tick the 2-point cloud and mesh and say start again. This will take a few minutes, but you can just I've just fast forwarded the whole thing. And here you go. You can close this. This is just a dialog box that will appear. And now you can again go back and untick cameras, and you can see this. You can triangle meshes can be ticked, and if you see, it's again processing, and here you go. Here you see the state library. So this is the way we can use Infra Viewer and PIX 4D mapper or discovery for getting a model like this through Google Earth.